Hello and welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick with the City of Hampton. And today we're going to talk about shopping, which is absolutely one of my favorite things. My guest is Sandra Gardner. Welcome.
Oh, thanks for having me back.
Welcome back. This is the first time I've seen you since COVID, I think.
I know. It's been a while. 2 years. We were shut down. The shutdown was just before our 2020 spring show. And so spring show was shut down 2 years. And so we are back and we're excited and our vendors are excited and the public seems to be very, very excited as well.
Hey, I'm feeling bodacious.
Me too.
Well, Sandra, how many years have you been doing Bodacious Bazaar?
11 years.
Wow.
11 years. And had planned a big 10-year thing when it all got shut down. So, but we were back in November, and the public just came out and really showed they were excited to have us back, and that was a good thing. It let vendors know that it was a good place to come back to.
Right.
So we're excited, and we got through COVID like a lot of shows didn't, because when it shut down, we gave our vendors back their money, and it was difficult. It was a very, very difficult time, and not knowing whether we were going to survive it or not, but we did, and here we are, and the vendors were appreciative and have come back. We'll have about 180.
How many did you have
in November? It looked like we were down by about 100 vendors.
I thought it was not as big as they had been.
Yeah, and talking to other show owners, everybody had that happen.
I think not, people haven't been all ready to go back at the same time, and there's been these ebbs and flows.
Well, all of those fall shows were still under some restrictions, so they just didn't know whether it was safe to come or not, and what the restrictions was. It going to hold the crowds back? It didn't. We had a great turnout.
I don't think I would have gone back in November if people hadn't been masked. So you have people on both sides.
We did, and we got criticized, and then we got praised. So everybody is a little different. Now it's different. They can. Those that need to wear a mask, wear a mask.
Absolutely.
But it's not a requirement, and so it's exciting to be back with, and hopefully going back to a normal life. And but we've lost a lot of vendors, and every show did. A lot of them went under. Their businesses went under. It was a really hard time. I had vendors stand on my front porch and cry because they'd lost their homes, they'd lost their business.
Oh my gosh.
It was a very heart-wrenching time. And I often told people, if you weren't in it, I mean really in it, if you were working from home and behind a computer, you weren't in it. Those that were there watching people go under and businesses go under, and we had several pass away. So, my company that actually did my bags in China, he passed away.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he passed away, and their business shut down. So I won't have bags anymore. And I didn't give them out in the spring anyway, so, they were used to not getting them in the spring, but that not getting them in November is going to be, woof.
Yeah.
We're going to hear a lot of that. But they've got 10 years worth of bags they should have.
That's right.
Bring one.
Reuse, right?
Bring one, yes. They were good, sturdy bags, so they should be able to bring them.
Okay, so this year, Bodacious Bazaar is, name the dates?
It is June 3rd, 4th, and 5th. We are Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday and Saturday, it's from 10 in the morning till 7 in the evening, and Sunday is 10 in the morning till 6 in the evening. That way our vendors can get packed up and get on the road.
Hopefully they won't have much to pack up.
They sure didn't in November. We had 6 sell out of everything they had.
That is awesome.
It was crazy. It was crazy buying. And I'm hoping that the spring show's the same way, because we have them coming from, I have a dip company coming out of Louisiana. I have a guy that has cookware that comes out of Las Vegas. I have a boutique coming from Indiana.
Ooh.
I know. She's got some really cute, sassy things. And of course, we have some of our locals, will be with us. Crutchmans will be there with their buildings and their outdoor furniture. You can
Perfect
get a
time
good
of year
buy.
for that,
It's
yeah.
a great time to get a good buy. Have a hammock company. Gosh, so many really neat vendors. My basket guy that brings the handmade baskets from Africa.
I can't tell you how many of those I have, frankly.
I know.
And I gave a bunch
I
as
have
gifts.
them too. Yes.
Is that one there?
That's one. Yeah.
That
And,
is beautiful.
It
Now,
is
all
beautiful.
the ones I've seen are not as stiff. That's
Yeah.
that's
And I've got a
cute.
couple wreath makers, and we have a potter that's coming out of Tennessee. Of course, we have Virginia Soaps and Scents, who's always with me. They have the neatest things. And their story is such a neat story because she was a chemist and did a school project. Was homeschooling her children at the time. They started this project that they needed to do, and it snowballed from there. And I buy this cream rinse bar is fabulous. You use it on your hair, on your whole body. And it kind of reminds me of the old Skin So Soft, except for it's not so slick that you're going to fall in the shower. But it's natural, and the neat thing about it is it keeps the mosquitoes away. And, I'm a Pocosin. I live out there in Pocosins where they're big enough they could carry you off. And then the other thing is, like the Himalayan deodorant bar. It's salt, and bacteria is what our body odor is. And you put it on your feet. You can put it under your arms. We haven't bought deodorant in 10 years.
Well, and somebody who likes to travel will also say, these can get through the TSA. This doesn't count against you because it's a solid.
It's
so
exactly
that
right.
really
It's not
makes
a
a big
sprayable.
difference.
It's so nice. They have some really neat things. I love their stuff. And so they've been with me for years and come back every year, and we love having them.
Now, are the people who do the outdoor sculpture, steel iron, whatever it is, with
my
all that
wrought iron
yard,
guy.
your wrought iron guy, the yard stuff?
We're going to hear a lot of complaints this year. He had a family function on my weekend, I think a wedding. And so he's not with me
Hopefully he'll come in the
I
winter.
have somebody else that's bringing some wrought iron, but not like he does.
Yeah.
But he'll be back in November.
Good.
But this will be his first year, me not having him. But
Yeah, he's a regular.
I know. Also, my RVs aren't with me this year because they had planned a big thing at their business, and so Dodd is. They hated it. They said, "Oh, we didn't mean to do it on the same weekend because they do well at the show." So they're not with me, but we have a lot of great, wonderful vendors, a lot of new ones, and some interesting artists.
And that's what I was going to say. You really tend to have a mix of handmade, finer art, and then, people who
Buy, sell.
Yeah.
It always cracks me up when somebody gets on Facebook or whatever and says, "Oh, I didn't like it that such and such was there." Like one of the companies like that Pampered Chef or Avon or whatever. And I'm like, well, at the mall you don't go in every store. Go past the ones you don't want to see. But there are people that want to. I'd much rather buy my Avon or my Pampered Chef without having to go to a party.
Right.
Because, when you go to a party, you feel like you got to buy because it's a friend that's having it. Well, when it's there at the show, and you can either buy it or you don't.
And they have it right there a lot of times,
Yes, you don't have to wait on it. That's the nice thing. And so
I think I bought all my Tervis glasses from
yeah.
one of the shows.
Oh, yeah. It's so true. But me too. I keeps me from having to go to a show.
Yeah.
And you don't have time. I don't have
know.
time for it.
You get a lot of shopping done in one day.
Oh, too much shopping done in one day. But it is, and they'll be there selling. I think even my ones that do the crab basket trees and things, they'll have stuff there to take orders to have them there for you at Christmas. So that'll be great.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, because, they get so many orders right there at the November show. It's hard. They have to cut it off and say, no, I can't have it ready for you by Christmas for you to decorate. And so now's the time to show up and order it, get ahead of the game.
Perfect.
And that way they can have it to you and delivered so that you can get it, out there. That's Man Nautical. They're the ones that do those really neat trees. But it is a good time to start your Christmas shopping.
Well, it is. Now, it's so funny because it's raining today and it's chilly out. And so I wore my little scarf, my little cape, and then I realized I got that at, probably a winter show, but still, it's perfect. It's lined, it's rain, water repellent, it's wool, so I stay warm. I think I've been wearing it in the office the last couple of days.
Right. You need it to. It's been cold.
You just never know what you're going to find.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's so true. And there's such neat and unique vendors. And, we love our vendors. We call them our family. They're called the Bobaz family. And we call our shoppers... Yeah, we call our shoppers the Bobaz Nation, and so they all get their emails and their notifications, and they know who they are, the Bobaz Nation.
I might be in that.
You probably are, and we are thankful for them. And this area has been so receptive and so supportive, and and we in return have supported our community. Matter of fact, I have a new nonprofit. It's not mine. It was actually born out of Bodacious Bazaar. They were my volunteers that always helped me through the years. And they had seen a lot of the nonprofits, and a lot of times, you give them space, and they may show up, and they may not show up, and, or they wouldn't have enough help, and they would have to cover it. And so they said, you know what? I think we'll start our own nonprofit. So they are called the Bodacious Bombshells, and you'll see them there at the show. They'll have on their white aprons with the bombshell logo on the front, and they donate. They're the ones that are the sponsors of the wine tasting. So I give them space, and then they sell it to the wineries, and they get all of the money from that. And so what they did is they pick a different thing to give the money to every year. Last year in November, they gave the money to the Animal Aid Society, and I think that's who they're giving it to this year too. I don't want to say it because, for sure. But they will pick a really good cause and give the money to that, and it has worked out wonderful. So we will have the wineries there with us again. We don't do very many. We do 3 or 4. That's all you need, just enough. But you can now walk around and have your glass of wine and shop as you drink, and you can taste at a very reasonable, you don't have to buy that big wine tasting ticket.
Right.
Because a lot of people would come buy $50 ticket to taste wine, and I guess they feel like they need to
you have to use
drink
every single
that much,
drop, right?
Exactly.
And
so that doesn't happen with us. I think they pay $1 to taste, 3 or 4, and that's pretty cool.
All right. Well, I am looking forward to it. I can't wait.
We are so excited. We can't wait either. It's going to be beautiful. It's always beautiful, I think, but it's constantly trying to figure out how to decorate and make it a pretty place for everybody to come, a pretty place to come and shop. It's safe. It's
Now, are you doing advance tickets?
I do. They're online. You can buy them online. We had a little special going where we covered the fees on that, but that's gone off now. And but they cost a little bit more to get them online. And then of course they're sold at the door.
And the lines usually aren't too bad. For a while there, it was a lot. But now that people are buying some of it in advance, it helps.
They come up towards the entrance to show their, their thing where they bought it, and then get their wristbands. So, it takes a little bit longer for us because we don't use tickets. We use that wristband so you can get in and out. You can come in, you get tired, you can go
away and eat.
Yeah.
You can eat there, but you can also go somewhere in
Yeah, you
Coliseum
can- and
Central
then
where
come
you
back.
sit down and people bring you the food, and then you
Yeah.
get back up on your feet and,
and
go,
then come
go,
back
go.
and come back and shop a little longer. Or even a lot of them, it's that band gets them out to their car to drop off their buys and come back in and buy more. So it works out good.
That's
and
perfect.
we have that buy the next day ticket. It's very inexpensive. I think it's $4, and you can get in the next day, or you can get in the rest of the weekend. If you come on Friday and buy a next day ticket, it'll get you in. Saturday and Sunday.
Well, perfect. Absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for coming by, Sandra. I don't want to keep you. I know you're busy. You got to go get ready.
I do. I'm constantly working over that floor plan and trying to keep everybody happy and everybody out there shopping.
All right. Well, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
And I look forward to seeing you at the Bodacious Bazaar June 3rd, 4th, and 5th. That Friday, Saturday, Sunday should be a great time. It's a busy weekend. There's lots going on. You can still hit the Pirates Festival and go to Bodacious. You've got a lot to choose from. Please have fun shopping. Thanks for watching.